perhaps as to whether Floyd Mayweather will be able to keep this in center of the ring or whether he'll end up on the ropes at any point.
Important for Guerrero especially to get off to a good start. Mayweather has shown the ability to get off to a bad start and still come back like he did against Zab Judah. But for Guerrero, just because this is his biggest moment, very important
and
psychologically.
there is Guerrero utilizing the tactics we saw against Andre Berto in the clinch, able to land a couple of left hands to the body.
No movement from Floyd Mayweather, standing right in the pocket with Guerrero. Looking for the right.
Straight right hand and ducks underneath the counter shot from Guerrero. Left hook to the body as they clinch, and Guerrero doing what he has to do to try to impose his will on Mayweather.
And that's the thing about Floyd Mayweather. He's not that easy to rough up. You see how he's physically strong too.
But Guerrero getting a little bit done in that encounter. Not an ounce of foot movement right now from Mayweather. Fascinating.
And they continue to punch in close quarters. Robert Byrd, the third man in the ring, and Mayweather launches his lead right hand.
Guerrero normally throws 71 punches a round. Against Mayweather, sometimes volume punchers don't get the punch very much. We'll see if Guerrero can throw a lot of punches. Wow.
One thing to notice about Robert Guerrero, he's reacting to everything Floyd's doing with a punch. He's almost got his finger on the trigger, ready to throw at any second. Every time Floyd throws something meaningful.
Mayweather lands a jab. They say that feinting is a foil for speed. Robert Guerrero just setting it up, moving side to side, but again, a lead right hand by Mayweather. Guerrero misses with the counter shot, but backs the champion along the ropes momentarily.
Paulie made a great point. Guerrero is ready to counter the right hand of Floyd Mayweather and does so immediately. That's a good sign for him.
Even if he doesn't land, he's very reactive. It's a good sign, exactly. And it shows he's here to fight.
And Floyd Mayweather, perhaps surprising most people by staying right in the pocket and looking to land big right hands.
30 seconds left in the opening round, scheduled for 12 or less for Mayweather's WBC Welterweight Championship and the Ring Magazine Welterweight title. Again, counter punches by Guerrero with 10 seconds left in the round. Robert the Ghost Guerrero maintaining his control of the center of the ring as he avoids Mayweather's punches. Round one is in the books. And oh, an evil eye, an intense glare exchange between the two.
How you feel, man? Good. 3-1. I don't know. He's got to see.
Robert Guerrero countering the right hand of Floyd Mayweather and doing a beautiful job of getting to the body and then pushing Mayweather back. This shows that Robert Guerrero is focused. He does a good job of slipping and then goes downstairs, and it speaks to your point, Paulie. He's ready to fire back.
Diddy in attendance. A constellation of stars are out to see Floyd, Money Mayweather, and Robert Guerrero in one of the biggest boxing events of the year. We hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be watching on Showtime pay-per-view. More Ranallo, Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi ringside as the bell goes to begin round two.
Against left-handers, Floyd Mayweather lands 50% of his power punches. And you know, there's some feeling that lefties give him more trouble. Now here's the key, against the ropes. How will Mayweather do that?
Well, he gets caught with that left hand and clinches immediately with Guerrero, turning the tables on the ropes as referee Byrd calls for the break.
The shoulder roll works better against righties when you're on the ropes, and we saw evidence of why there.
The shoulder roll also works when the guy overcommits. Guerrero maintaining his distance until he wants to punch, not overcommitting. If you shoulder roll too soon, it's not going to work. You're going to get hit. Guerrero maintaining his distance, therefore Floyd can't even shoulder roll until Guerrero throws punches.
Let him go, Floyd.
Tactically, this is surprising the way this fight is playing out over the first round or two.
For Mayweather, but not necessarily for Guerrero, because this is exactly what he needed to do, right?
What he hoped for, yes.
Again, back to your point, Alex. Mayweather very flat-footed.
He avoids that left hand and avoids the Bull rushing Guerrero. Pieing at him with the jab, lands a right, but immediately a counter left and a right upstairs by Guerrero.
I've not seen a left hook from Floyd Mayweather at all. He's all right hand happy right now, and it seems like Guerrero knows it.
Minute and a half remaining in the second. Now Mayweather looking to try to work the jab. Almost baiting Guerrero, taking a look.
Guerrero said you have to be patient against Mayweather, and he is being patient, but not completely stalling his own offense.
And Guerrero puts together a three-punch combination with a short left uppercut as the coup de grace. Mayweather now sticks out the jab. A minute remaining in the second round. An electric atmosphere here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas.
Head movement by Guerrero coming in.
Yeah, you see Guerrero not committing fully until he knows he wants to punch. Therefore, Floyd cannot shoulder roll right off the bat.
And Mayweather may in fact be collecting that data that he's known to be doing, wanting to see what Robert Guerrero's constitution is made of.
Robert Guerrero is making Mayweather get off first and then countering him. Usually it's the other way around.
Floyd Mayweather, the king of adaptability. So far, a good start for Robert Guerrero as we go to round 3.
How do you feel?
Floyd Mayweather is the master of defense. He's very good at making fighters miss. Here he does it to Guerrero. Couldn't get a counter punch in there, but he often makes fighters miss like that. And two very close rounds in the first 2 rounds. And again, there you see Mayweather doing what we're so accustomed to seeing him do. And the right hand by Mayweather is a punch that he's trying to land, and Guerrero's trying to counter it. And that was, I think, this fight in microcosm so far. And the power punches through 2 rounds, 15 landed for Mayweather, 14 for Guerrero. But
Guerrero's trainer, his father, Ruben Guerrero, trying to get into Floyd Mayweather's head. The last press conference before this mega event, Floyd Mayweather showing a softer, quieter, introspective side. Some people believe it may be just for the cameras, maybe just for show, but he did not allow himself to get into a war of words as we've been used to seeing out of Money Mayweather in the past.
Something to keep an eye on. Mayweather, the second half of last round, committed more to the right hand to the stomach instead of the right hand to the head, and it opened up the right hand to the head because Guerrero had to think downstairs. There's a lead right hand to the head by Floyd. Now, let's see what happens. Also starting to open up with his left hook. He missed it there, but he's throwing it.
There's a right hand, and Guerrero comes back with the left hook. Total punches thus far in the fight. A slight advantage for Mayweather.
well, you can see this is a competitive fight, and that's where Guerrero gets him against throws. Mayweather landing at a higher percentage. He always lands at a higher percentage, and he's landed, by the way, 50% of his power punches, according to show stats, what he does against lefties.
Al, you talked about Mayweather starting out a little flat-footed. Paulie, what is the biggest surprise you've seen, or are you surprised by the way this fight has started?
No, I really expected Guerrero to test Mayweather. You know, I didn't think this was going to be a cakewalk or a walk in the park, you know. And early on, especially, both fighters are strong. So Guerrero is going to have to be broken down by Floyd if Floyd is going to make this easier.
Floyd doing a good job of avoiding Guerrero's jab. Guerrero trying to find his rhythm, and there gets popped with the straight right through the guard.
Mayweather holding the left hand of Guerrero every time he gets inside so he can be broken by Robert Byrd. Does not want to have that mauling action on the inside.
Mayweather found the range with the right hand a little bit more this round. This is a good hook by Robert Guerrero.
And Guerrero lunging a bit with the left hand, which is, as you say, an overcommitment on his part.
Final 60 seconds of the third round. Mayweather avoiding that shot, but finds himself along the ropes again, as we saw against Miguel Cotto, but is able to launch the right hand offensive. Under a minute left. in the third round of this WBC welterweight and vacant ring magazine welterweight title as Guerrero caught him with the right and the follow-up left.
You know, in this round, more lateral movement from Mayweather, and that's why he's been more effective in this round, landing twice as many punches so far, according to show stats. He is using enough lateral movement to set up those kind of punches.
Yes, his lead right hand beginning to find its target.
Starting to get in rhythm. He threw a right hand over the top before, and then he straightened it out for the next time around. He's starting to vary his offense. Guerrero's still trying to rough him up, though.
Guerrero feels he can win the fight in the center of the ring and along the ropes. Feels that Mayweather has a lot of bad habits that he can exploit as a southpaw. But as we know, it is about timing in the ring, and Guerrero and Mayweather are headed to round 4. Rapper Rick Ross taking in the proceedings, and you thought Mayweather was the king of bling.
In the last round, Floyd Mayweather getting a beautiful straight right-handed. He feinted with the left and then threw the straight right. That's one of his favorite tricks, to get the right hand in, and it got there against Robert Guerrero.
You saw right at the end of that replay, you saw Guerrero trying the same thing that worked on Floyd in round 1, the jab, touch jab to the bottom, and then the left hand to the top.
Okay. Woo. All right. Yeah, presónalo con el jab. Looking good. Cabecea. You can't take it. You got to.
When you get chances, I know you're doing that. Step on him and drop that right hand, okay?
You heard Floyd Mayweather tell his corner he's rabbit punching. Meanwhile, Guerrero's corner wants him to work the jab and then follow up with the uppercut.
Yeah, but going back to the point I was making, Floyd didn't step out on that touch jab to the body. That time that last round he stepped in, therefore smothering Guerrero's left hand. So again, making adjustments.
Lateral movement by Mayweather. No disrupting Guerrero's rhythm. Sorry, Gal.
That's okay. No drama in the Mayweather camp this time. Everything was very, very smooth. And he thinks that's going to make for a smooth effort in this fight.
Although you wonder how Roger Mayweather feels about being replaced by Floyd. But you're right, there was relative peace in the Mayweather camp as we take a look at the power punches from the last round.
Right at 50%. That's what Mayweather lands against lefties, mostly against righties.
He gets tagged with a counter left by Guerrero. And then pops Guerrero's head back with a right hand.
There you see Mayweather not staying against the ropes, not staying in the corner as he did so often against Miguel Cotto. In the center of the ring, Floyd Mayweather can control this fight.
Guerrero sticks the jab, misses with that one. Mayweather lunges in with the right hand.
Mayweather really starting to time Guerrero now. He's on to him at everything he does. Guerrero starting to get a little more defensive, a little more gun shy.
Mayweather working the feints. Misses with that left, but again connects with the right hand right through Guerrero's guard.